Hey Geeks, welcome back to the Geeksider Show. My name is Josh.
And I'm Anna.
And this is the second of two videos that are long overdue. Stuff we should have done over a week ago. In this video, we're reviewing Dark Matter, the Season 3 finale, maybe the series finale of Dark Matter called Nowhere to Go.
If you haven't seen this episode yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler.
So, the Dark Matter Season 3 finale. First of all, Dark Matter never fails to satisfy in a finale. Oh my gosh, and this one was just like that. It was, in my opinion, the best episode of the entire series.
Yeah, I can go with that.
And one thing I do want to mention right off the bat, ordinarily when we talk about Dark Matter, we talk about Zoe Palmer and how awesome she is, and she was awesome in this episode. And ordinarily, Zoe Palmer steals the show. In this episode, it was Melissa O'Neill.
Yep.
Melissa O'Neill was absolutely brilliant in this episode. And what was so awesome about her performance is after she was infected with the black oil, she did something with her voice that just changed it enough that I was like, that's not two. That might be Portia, but it's definitely not two. It was just a very small change with her voice that I picked up on. And her performance was absolutely awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, she was able to make this just tiny subtle difference that, like, where I was watching, like, I noticed she was acting differently, but I wasn't able to put it together that she wasn't two anymore. I was like, no, it's still two. I mean, she's still acting like two, but there was just, something was off about her, and he, like you said, he picked it up right away. He's like, that's not two. And I was like, no, it's two. There's something's up with her. And no, it's not two. She's been infected, and oh my gosh, that was brilliant. That was, oh my gosh, the amount of acting in that just blew my mind.
And the awesome thing about Melissa O'Neill, her job, this job on Dark Matter, this is her first acting job ever. And just to see her growth as a performer over these 3 seasons has just been amazing.
Yeah.
And I really hope Dark Matter gets picked up by Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, somebody. Pick this thing up.
Please.
TBS, whoever. Somebody needs to pick this up because it's too good of a show to not get to finish the story.
Yeah, it only has 2 more seasons to go to finish the story that Joe has planned. It needs to finish those. It needs to. Like, this is dire.
Dark Matter has been my favorite show since season 1. It's been my favorite show on television. It has been, in my opinion, the best science fiction show of the last decade, easily, maybe over the last 20 years. It's absolutely been amazing. And thinking of sci-fi, I'm kind of over this thing where they cancel really good shows.
Yeah, and continue to produce really campy shows and campy movies.
I'm over the Sharknadoes and even Z Nation. I like Z Nation, but I'm kind of over that genre where it's like, hey, you know this genre that you like. We're gonna poke fun of it.
Yeah,
that's fun for a little while. But it got old, and I think that genre is over, and I think sci-fi might be holding on to that genre a little too tightly.
Yeah.
I think they changed their logo, but they didn't change their modus operandi, and they've canceled another really good show.
Yeah.
Let's move on and talk about Rio's story all this season was fantastic. He went from being this kind of hard-ass, rule with an iron fist ruler, and then at the finale, he's reunited with the crew. Not exactly welcomed back. They damn near killed him.
Yeah, they almost killed him.
But I did like that he felt a little more like 4 in the finale than he did for the whole rest of the season. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's like being Rio made him realize why he became 4 when he lost his memories. Because it was like after everything failed and crumbled at his feet, he kind of was able to humble himself a little bit and realize maybe 4 was right. Maybe me as 4, that's me. And this Rio is not really me and is not working.
It's a who do I want to be? Do I want to be Rio or do I want to be 4?
Yeah, and I really like that. I like that journey of discovery because you can kind of see it through the whole season, being strictly Rio and just like more 4 creeping in as things are going wrong. And at the end, he was almost 4. I mean, he's not quite 4, but he was Almost 4.
Yeah. He's almost back to his old new self. and the whole season, I thought Taku was the one who was undermining Rio.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
I was like, oh, well, Taku, he seems like he's a little too on Rio's side. He's the one undermining the Emperor. And no, it was Mikasi.
Yeah.
It was Mikasi
Which,
the whole time.
in hindsight, should have been glaringly obvious.
That's what Joe does so well, though.
I know, like he is so able to take something that seems obvious and make it not obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So like as we were watching, like because she was very much on his side through the whole thing, was protecting him and everything. But like it made sense that obviously as his sister, if he is gone, she can rule. That makes sense. But just the way her character was written, it never crossed my mind that she was the one until right when she betrayed him, and it was like.
It really
yeah.
did feel like she was 100% loyal to him.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until she actually betrayed him in the finale that I was like, oh my god, I should have saw that coming.
Yeah.
So, great job.
It was like right before we found out she's the one who betrayed him, things were looking too good. And it was like, no, everything's lining up for it to be him, so it has to be her.
And the last thing I want to talk about for this review is Six's death. And I put that death in quotes because I'm not sold that Six is dead. I think he's potentially just lost on the other side of that wormhole or whatever it was that the black ships came through. I don't think Six is dead, at least not for good. Maybe he's just mostly dead. But it was a super sad moment, especially when 5 and 6 said goodbye. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of 5, Jodelle Ferland, her she's been a pretty long career. She's still pretty young, but relatively long career. And just seeing how she's grown from when she, I think she worked on Stargate before, and then up through 3 seasons of Dark Matter. Seeing how she's matured as an actor as well has been really fun to see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's such a sad time to be a Dark Matter fan right now. Hopefully, if it doesn't get picked up by some other network or streaming service, maybe Joe will finish it via graphic novel. I would love to see it.
It needs to be in live action.
Yeah,
I
want it to be live action.
I do know it because it's crossed my Facebook numerous times that there's a petition on change.org to have Sci-Fi renew it to kind of force their hand. That like never works, but what could it hurt?
Yeah.
And then I know that there's a lot of petitions going around to get it on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime. As alternate platforms for them to pick up this show.
Sci-Fi is going to do what Sci-Fi is going to do. They generally they don't really listen to the fans all that much with something get canceled and there's a fan backlash. Sci-Fi doesn't backtrack really.
Yeah.
But one thing that Petition can do is maybe catch the eye of another network.
Yeah, that's
or
the other
catch
thing
the eye
is...
of a streaming service. So even though Netflix or even though Sci-Fi might not heed the petition, somebody else might.
Yeah, and that's what, I signed it.
I signed it.
Y'all should go and sign it.
Check out Joe Malozzi's WordPress blog as well. He has a lot of tips on what fans can do to help keep Dark Matter going on whatever service. He has a lot of great suggestions on what we can do, including hashtags. Hashtag Renew Dark Matter. Hashtag Save Dark Matter. He's got some great ideas for hashtags that we can make trend on Friday nights when Dark Matter ordinarily airs. Speaking of that, this Friday night, 8 p.m. when Dark Matter ordinarily airs, we're going to be hosting a live discussion with Enchantment of Eternity, Mark from Enchantment of Eternity. He is a Dark Matter fan as well, and we are going to host a live discussion with him talking about Dark Matter as a whole, and we would really love to see you guys all there. Blow up that live stream, blow up the chat. Let's get the hashtags trending, get that live stream views up.
Yeah. I was just thinking, man, if everybody came into that live stream, not only watched it, but then tweeted hashtags Save Dark Matter and a link to the live stream, if we could get a lot of people in there, that goes to show not only Sci-Fi, but maybe Netflix and Hulu and any other platform that might be interested in it, how badly the fans want it, that this tiny YouTube channel, because we really are, we're a tiny YouTube channel, that this tiny YouTube channel has all of these people watching and blowing up Twitter, like how much Dark Matter fans want this to continue. And
we are a really small channel. We're under 2,000 subscribers. So if we can get that video to trend or just to be noticeable on Twitter by the bigwigs wherever, that would be really awesome.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get Joe to at least pop by. Joe might be watching this video. If he's available, I'm going to try to get him just to stop by and say hi, maybe talk in the chat a little bit if he doesn't want to be part of the stream. But we'll try to get Joe involved some way or other. He's been a friend of our channel and a supporter of our channel for a long time. We really appreciate that. And we're going to try our damnedest to return the favor for Joe Malozzi.
Yes.
All right, that's all we have for this video. If you have anything to add, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, you can tell us by dropping a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video on social media to help us grow our channel.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.